All right, so Briana, we're getting ready for this tonight.
Yes.
So basically, is anything off limits? Can I ask you anything? We're good.
Come on, shoot the questions, and if it gets too crazy, I'm like, hold up, bitch. That was crazy.
So how competitive do you think drag competitions get?
Ooh, really competitive. Like, cutthroat is no joke. It can be like bloodbaths. Just from my experience, I mean, you can be going to compete against someone but as soon as you start competing, it's like, they're like, fuck that hoe. I'm trying to win, and this is what I'm trying to do. So it can be very competitive. Especially like the big, pageants and things like that. Very competitive, yeah.
With that brings me to my next question. Do you actually need to drink before a show? Is it like necessary, or is it just like whatever?
I actually prefer not to drink, so I just drink afterwards. I don't have to drink because I love what I do.
In your opinion, from just since you've been doing it, are some of the older queens that you know more creative?
Yes, just because they have they've been doing it a little bit longer. They know it better than I do. I'm still learning. So like, say there's a queen who's been doing it for like 20 years. She's gonna know exactly what to bring out in her drag, like the big hair and like the big costumes, because she's been doing it so long. They expect that from her.
Gotcha.
But from the newer girls, you just learn, and you live and learn every day, because like you don't really know yourself yet, and you're trying to figure out who you are as a performer and what your drag illusion is, or something like that. Yeah, I feel like that. Once you figure out who you are, it's gonna be bigger and better. But when you figure it out, it's gonna be like kind of ups and downs. Some hits, some miss. With anything you try out. So I feel like that about this situation.
Do you kind of feel like some newer queens, some new generation, I guess, queens are kind of just straight up hoes, kind of hoish? Do you think that there's like a... and the reason why I ask this is because where I'm from, where there's like a little bit of a rift between some of the newer generation, because they're kind of slutty. They kind of... But like you said, though, it's kind of them, and that's what works for them. But I think over there, there's a lot of older versus new generation. What's your take on it? What's your opinion on some of the newer queens?
On like the slutty queens, or like the girls who like to like be provocative, or like that, or just the whole...
Just like, do you think that when you see somebody that's like way over the top, what's your take on that? Like, do you think that's trying too much? Do you think that's offensive to, the whole drag queen
female illusion
lifestyle?
No, I love it. I think it's amazing. When I see something over the top, I'm like, yes, bitch, work. I think drag can be so many different things. It doesn't just have to be over the top or fishy or campy. It's just so many things you can go, so many places you can go with it. So I live for all kinds of different drag. It's not just one thing I live for everything. Like, everything I see, if it's over the top, if it's just like fishy, or I just live for it all.
You just respect the
I just
whole
respect
aspect.
the art form of female illusion. So like, I think it's awesome. I have no problems with it. I mean, I think I want to get there eventually, but I'm still learning, but I think it's awesome.
So since you're kind of new, and you're still saying that you're in the infancy stages, what do you think that you'll be doing in 5 to 10 years?
Hopefully I'll be on RuPaul's Drag Race on turning it.
Is that like your goal?
Yeah, I want to get on that show. I would love to be on RuPaul's Drag Race. That's like a dream of mine. And maybe like hosting my own show, like having a show in Vegas, or being in a diva show here, as Briana or Beyonce. That's like always been a dream of mine. So that's what I'm trying to go with it. Mainstream.
That's good. I mean, you kind of answered a little bit of it, but what are you in it for? Is there money, fame, sex, or is it something completely just your love for wanting to do it? It's just something like you're passionate.
I guess you can say I got bit by the bug. I really never knew what drag was until I went to my first drag show, and I saw a female impersonator, and I was like, I would love to do that. I think that's awesome. So I kind of got bit by the bug. So like, for me, It wasn't like for money or for like fame or popularity or anything like that. I just thought it was like so beautiful and awesome. I just wanted to do it myself. So I got bit by the drag bug, as you can say. I went to a drag show. I was like, bitch, I can do that. I want to do that. I should do that. And then I did it. So that's what happened with me.
The day I had way too many people in my bathroom.
And I was drunk and I was pregnant. But it was fine.
Do we know who the father is?
It's between...
Wait, are we doing a documentary or like a